series. This is episode 5. I'm Taylor K. Corbett, the director of this production, and we're producing this in partnership with the Rotch-Jones-Duff Garden and House Museum. Due to COVID-related safety parameters, this episode of Beware the Ides is streaming on YouTube Live in a socially distant format via the Rotch-Jones-Duff House. We have taken all precautions to keep our team safe and healthy at our venue. Please join us for a talkback with me and some of the actors after the show. Tonight's episode features pieces from Caesar, the Glass Horse Project's female-led adaptation of Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, Richard III, King Lear, Othello, and The Tempest. Our talented cast for the evening includes Anastasia LaFrance, Julie Roundtree, Marie Dandenau, Jordan Daniel Smith, and David Adams Murphy. We would like to thank the Massachusetts Cultural Council for crucial funding in support of this program. Please sit back and enjoy the show. We're the Glass Horse Project, and we're shattering expectations.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise her. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often carried with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it were a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable one, so are they all honorable ones, come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. She was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says she was ambitious, and sure, she is an honorable one. She hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? That when the poor hath cried, Caesar hath wept? Ambition should be made of sterner stuff, yet Brutus says she was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable one. You all did see on the Lupercal, I thrice presented her a kingly crown, which she did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says she was ambitious, and sure, she is an honorable one. But here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love her once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for her? Oh, judgment, thou art fled to prudent peace, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar.
Thou nature art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me? For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why bastard? Wherefore base? When my dimensions are as compact, my mind as generous, and my shape as true as honest madam's issue, why brand they us with base? With baseness, bastardy, base, who in the lusty stealth of nature take more composition and fierce quality than doth, within a dull, stale, tired bed, go to the creating a whole tribe of fops, between asleep and wake. Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund as to the legitimate. Fine word. Legitimate. Well, my legitimate. If this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow. I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards!
Set down, you honorable load. If honor may be shrouded in hearse, whilst I awhile obsequiously lament the untimely fall of a virtuous Lancaster, poor he-cold figure of a holy king, pale remnants of the house of Lancaster, the bloodless remnants of that royal blood. Be it lawful that I invocate thy ghost to hear the lamentations of poor Anne, wife to thy Edward, to thy slaughtered son, made by the selfsame hand that made these holes. Lo, in these windows that let forth thy life, I pour the helpless balm of my poor eyes. Oh, cursed be the hands that made these holes! Cursed be the heart that had the heart to do it! Cursed be that blood that let this blood from hence more direful hath betide that hated wretch that made us all wretches by the death of thee, than I could wish on adders, spiders, toads, or a creeping venomed thing that lives! Come now to Chertsey with thy holy load, taken from Paul's to be interred there. And still you are weary of the wait. Rest you, whilst I lament King Henry's course.
Now my charms are all o'erthrown. What strength I have's mine own, which is most faint. Now 'tis true, I must be here confined by you or sent to Naples. Ah, let me not, since I have my dukedom got, and pardon the deceiver, dwell in this bare island by your spell, but release me from my bands with the help of your good hands. Gentle breath of yours my sails must fill, or else my project fails, which was to please. Now I want spirits to enforce, art to enchant. And my ending is despair, unless I be relieved by prayer, which pierces so that it assaults mercy itself, and frees all faults. As you from crimes would pardon be, let your indulgence set me free.
It is the cause. It is the cause. My soul. Let me not name it to you, you chaste stars. It is the cause. Yet I'll not shed her blood nor scar that whiter skin of hers than snow when smooth as monumental alabaster. Yet she must die, else she'll betray more men. Put out the light. And then put out the light. If I quench thee, thou flaming minister, I can again thy former light restore, should I repent me, but once put out thy light, thou cunning pattern of excelling nature, I know not. Where is that Promethean deep that can thy light illume? When I have plucked thy rose, I cannot give it vital growth again. It needs must wither. I'll smell thee on the tree. Oh, balmy breath that dost almost persuade justice to break her sword. One more. One more. Be thus when thou art dead, and I will kill thee and love thee after. One more, and that's the last. So sweet was ne'er so fatal. I must weep, but they are cruel tears. The sorrow's heavenly, it strikes where it doth love. She wakes.
Thank you for tuning into the Glass Force Project's Beware the Ides, a socially distant Shakespeare series. And with this, we conclude Shakespeare in New Bedford. We hope to see you next summer, safe and in person. If you like what you saw, please consider donating to our GoFundMe campaign, which is currently being promoted on the Glass Force Facebook page and there's a link in the description. Thank you, and have a great night. All right, hello and welcome to our talk back. We're down to Megan tonight, so I'm going to be taking over her duties. And a question I think I'm going to start out with for the actors, what is it like to go from working on Zoom to then coming in and doing a monologue in the venue? Let's just go from stage left to right for people to answer.
So for me, I really feel, I don't know, it's kind of gives me hope that we'll be back to live theater soon and not just like in my bedroom trying to like make it look nice. Yeah.
Hi. I think for me it was just two very different experiences, working, performing both on Zoom and here. Obviously being here and out in front of some number of people feels more like the theater that I think we're all used to. But having the experience to do it via Zoom was a very interesting, very 2020 experience.
Hi, I'm May Reed, and I have to echo what Anastasia and Julie were saying with just, this was such an oddly satisfying thing to have when the future of theater is, on the rocks right now. It's really sad that the entire production couldn't go on as planned, but this was really, really helpful to be a part of this and just remind each other and remind ourselves why we love doing this, because we want to be in person, we want to be able to see each other, we want to see our audience, and even though that can't happen right now, just being in the same room with each other was empowering and uplifting and definitely very energizing. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Jordan. Yep, they said a lot of the things I was gonna say, but it's mainly you get a sense of the environment of the scene that you're in when you do it live, when you do it in on an actual stage, because you have a lot of distractions at home, and looking at a computer screen you don't see the world fully in the way that you should if you are in an open space. So that was one of the joys of doing this here for me, at least. So yeah.
Hi, I'm David, and it's a huge difference being able to be in a space, even if we don't have a full audience, especially one as beautiful as this. So that was gratifying. And being able to confer with your fellow actors before and during and after run-throughs and so on and so forth, and getting to see their work in a three-dimensional medium. To me, it was a real relief, actually. It was a bit of a breath of fresh air after the necessary, confinement of Zoom. So I hope to do it again. So thank you very much.
All right, cool. There's one thing I did forget to do, and that's introduce everybody who's here. So at the beginning of the next answer, they can do that. Let's see, what's another question? How did you guys translate, for those of you who had dead bodies or bodies in front of you, how did you translate seeing an imaginary thing at home and then seeing the actual person right there?
Hi, I'm Jordan. So for me, I didn't have a dead body. My person was asleep on a bed, and when I was at home, I had to use a stuffed animal marshmallow Peep as my Desdemona, and I just looked into her eyes and I kissed her, and that was really the only way I could really do the scene at home to my best ability. So it was really great to have an actual person with skin. So yeah.
Yeah, good luck following that answer.
And mine was actually a big yellow duck named Levon that my fiance gave me, named after Elton John's song, Levon.
Well, mine was a chair. So I did actually, I tried, because my dogs were paying a lot of attention to me when I was just running my lines on my own. So I did try to use my big, goofy, white bully breed dog, but you know, you just can't get them to take direction very well. So but the transition from doing what we could and using our imaginations, probably more than we've ever really had to at home, and being here and actually having people in front of you when you haven't in a while is an incredible experience.
Okay, cool. Well, it seems like things are kind of calming down in the comments section, so, not that they were ever excited. With that, we're going to close out our Summer Shakespeare for 2020. It was a weird year for everybody, but we did something, we created some art, and I'm very proud of us for continuing that tradition. So, thank you to you all for watching, and on our way out, we'll say that's Anastasia LaFrance, Julie Roundtree, Mary Dantonel, Jordan Daniel Smith, and David Adams Murphy. Thank you and have a great night.
Wow.
Good night.